reason why Tanks Invest, we talk about investing, finance, and professional development. For today's video, Ethereum only. The investment topic today will be Ethereum ticker ETH. I know I posted a video on Ethereum earlier today with respect to the expectations that we're going to be experiencing going forward with respect to the weekend affectations, also on top of the quad-witching events that we're going to be experiencing later today from the equity side, which will have a subsequent anti-correlation effects to the crypto side as well. So I'm going to go through a technical analysis to revisit how we trend going forward, right? Knowing the fact that we're down about 7.5% at the moment, breaking the resistance level of $2,250, trending towards the $2,150, which we are about to test at the moment. So I'm going to go through a technical analysis again to revisit to see the resistance level we should be looking at or looking out for going forward with the expectations of the weekend coming and Father's Day is coming as well, which might have a subsequent affectation as well. So I'm going to give you guys a level to look out for and my price prediction going forward as well. So stay tuned, stick around, let's make some money. Alright, so moving on to the technical analysis for Ethereum ticker ETH. I know I just did one earlier today, but I want to redo this again to revisit because I know you guys are important to me. I want to make sure that you guys have a peace of mind and you guys have the clarity and transparencies going forward. So I want to redo this again just to keep you a live-to-live update if you may. So with respect to the current level, $2,150 level, that's definitely a strong resistance level that we're testing right now. You can see that we're hitting the resistance level that we've tested historically for multiple times, right? You can see that we've tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then a bunch of times in the past, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, right? So $2,150 definitely a very strong resistance level for you to buy at if you want a dollar cost average or just have some risk exposure, knowing the fact that we're down about 8% at the moment that we're speaking, around 2:40 p.m. on the East Coast right now. And based on the chart right now, you can see that RSI is highly oversold right now. We are way below at the emerged level right now. We're almost there to the point that we were basically retesting somewhere that we tested back in May 23rd, which is when we crashed down all the way close to the $1,750 level. But obviously in the comparable, relatively speaking, level, because RSI is not indicated of the same comparable level in the past, but it shows about the momentum and the inertia of the trends that we've been experiencing, right? So right now, I think the reversal definitely is coming because of the fact that we broke through the first wall. The second wall of resistance level is even more strong, more substantive in consolidation that we have, right? And looking at the MACD right now, you can see that we recently crossed. So I think I foresee us to maybe breaking down below the $2,150 to below the next level resistance about like the $2,000 level, which will be extremely consolidated substantive level that will take a huge truck to crack through going forward, knowing the fact that, again, right, $2,000 is the flat number that people psychologically just look out to buy. And also on top of that, if you look at the $2,000 level historically, right, you could see the level resistance level would form a bunch of times, right? You could see that we tested on April 17th all the way to April 20th, ahead of the whole rally that we got from the Coinbase IPO and the other positive media affectation. But however, historically as well, you could see how we derated from the April 2nd all the way to the April 10th as well. So we have basically about a month and a half of duration combined with the level of resistance level that we've tested historically, right? The May 23rd, right? Also on the May 21st, right? And also on, as of today, recently, that we're going to be going down to this level, right? So the expectations of going down a little bit more might happen. And I think the likelihood of us doing so to complete the cycle on the MACD perspective, despite the RSIs being highly oversold, that the wedge in formations in comparison to duration that we've had would be relatively small, and I think that we should be covering back up very shortly with the expectations that we might have some selling pressure tomorrow on Saturday because of, obviously with respect to the weekend affectation, and possibly even on Sunday, knowing the fact it's Father's Day, so that could be another affectation as well, just in the human psychological perspective. But based on historical trends, we have observed like consecutively that Friday and Saturdays are typically red days for the crypto market, for the safe haven and also that weekend affectation. Also on top of the fact that Sunday mostly is green day. However, Sunday is a Father's Day, so that could be some sort of affectation. Or I don't even know, maybe they're daughters and sons might decide to buy Ethereum for their father, that could have some buying pressure on the supply and demand dynamics as well, which is something that we don't really have a capsulation of ideas of, but based on the macro trends and the economical perspective, that could be possible, which is subsequently drive a logical buying pressure on Sunday, right? So based on the fact right now, what we're trending going forward, I do foresee us to possibly breaking down to the $2,000 level and then rebound from there, knowing the fact that we highly oversold ever since that release of the FOMC meeting, that positive media expectation that drove the equity side on the buying side, with my buying pressure on the equity side. That subsequently will have some selling pressure. So I believe that we are highly oversold, which the RSI kind of depicts it right here. We should be reversing going forward. We should be reversing very shortly. And I believe the duration of time, this will not last, right? They're down by 8%. I think this would be an opportune time for you to dollar cost average if you bought in around like the $3,000 level up or above, even further. That this could be an ideal level for your dollar cost average. And if you hold this for a long term, you'll laugh at these numbers going forward, right? Knowing the fact that just based on business fundamental, based on corporate adoption, based on how the utilization is going to expand going forward, this just makes sense in a logical perspective, right? So buying at this moment, looking at the numbers, or swing trading, looking for like $50, $100 gains, it will be abysmal in comparisons to the amount of gains that you could potentially gain going forward in a long-term macro perspective. So just to revisit the charts again with respect to the technical analysis, I think the level that we are at right now at the $2,150, the reversal should be coming soon right now. However, on the RSI perspective, we are highly oversold, but MACD is relatively still on a crossing pattern. So we should see a little bit more of a selling pressure. That's possibly going to durate until Saturday, which makes sense, right? Again, Friday and Saturday are typically red days, but because we have had that affectation from the FOMC report, and also with some affectation around the quad reaching affectation as well. So those combination drives a little bit more of a selling pressure in the crypto market, which will subsequently rebound. And I foresee that the rebound should be happening sometimes about late Saturday or sometimes early on Sunday morning, which is very logical based on the consecutive historical trends that we've been experiencing so far. In respect to the expectations for 12 months price target, I still stand for the 20% corporate adoption, which will subsequently generate $9,000 of price target per Ethereum, with 4x your money from there and expectation going forward. So that's it for today with respect to technical analysis on Ethereum. I know it's redundant and I'm doing this again, but I want to just make sure that you guys have a peace of mind as you guys are going through your Friday and not freaking out or being stressed out while you're at work at the same time, right? So hopefully this is helpful to you to give you more transparencies and clarity into how we're going to be expecting going forward during the weekend, and also with respect to the later half of the day and Father's Day coming up on Sunday as well. So you could better execute and plan ahead with respect to your cash reserve and how you could dollar cost average from there. Hopefully this is helpful, and please hit the like button, subscribe button, and also the bell notification, and watch out for next video coming up. Take care. Bye.